Okay. Can you enable screen sharing for me, Amy?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. You're live.
All right. Hey, guys. So probably most of you are going to be watching this in the recorded format. I apologize. We had some Zoom issues this morning. I couldn't launch the meeting, but that'll be fixed, I promise you. This week, we're going to focus a little bit on, well, not a little bit, solely on Instagram. The response that we're getting from you guys on Facebook is fantastic. So it seems that everybody is very, very much in their comfort zone on Facebook. So since our presence on Facebook is good, I really wanted to focus a little bit more on Instagram, since quite frankly, Instagram is the #1 platform that we really want to focus on growing right now. That's not to say that that won't shift in the future and that the others aren't vitally important. But right now, since it seems that Instagram seems to be a little bit of out of most of your comfort zones, we're going to spend a little bit of time expanding on that. So Instagram is like I just said, it's the #1 platform for social media at the moment. TikTok is I think trying to gain some momentum, but right now TikTok is just a little bit of a rare bird. And I still think that focusing on Instagram right now is going to be important. So I'm going to reiterate what I did last week in that if you do not have an Instagram account, please, please, please go out and create one. If you need help creating one, please shoot me an email at amanda@tripdelivers.com and I can set up some time to walk you through it. I'm also going to do a screen recording on how to create an Instagram account, and I'll post that to Facebook later this week if it lets me. It wouldn't let me post something last time I tried, but anyway, so I want to explain through this diagram just a little bit on how Instagram algorithms work. No, I'm always telling you guys to like our posts, share them. I try and do the same in return to you, and this is why that's so vitally important. If we like our posts, you can see that if we show it to 10% of our audience, they like and comment, then it starts to show to more users. And what our goal is to really reach out through our own home base and grow our audience on every platform. And this is how it's done on Instagram. And that's by liking and sharing and using the right hashtags and tagging people and really getting your engagement up. And the way that you get engagement up is by building your audience. Because if you really think about it, like it says here, only 10% of your total audience is really going to engage. So if you only have 100 followers, that's about 10 of them that are going to engage. So we have to try to grow that, because basically everybody, we want to have our likes up in the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. And right now in Instagram, we're teeter-tottering between 10 and 20 likes on each of our posts, which is better than it was, but it needs to grow. And I think that if all of you guys would go out and actually have an Instagram account and start liking and sharing and tagging us in everything, then that would be very, very helpful in all of our platforms growing. So that's really important to do that. The next thing I'm going to move on to, just to help you guys, I know that for some of you, content creation, it can kind of be difficult. You guys can kind of draw a blank. You guys, want to create your own, but you don't really know where to start or how to start. So I'm going to recommend these two apps for your phone that is going to help you create some digital media content. They're pre-made templates that you can very easily customize. It's very, very, very simple. They walk you through step by step on each one of your posts. They are not free. I think they do have a free version of them, but it's a very nominal fee monthly. If you guys are really interested in growing your base and growing your followers, then these are two really good post generators that I recommend. One is Ripple and one is Vimeo. They're both going to create videos, slideshows. They have music that you can post on all of the different platforms, and it's going to be at the touch of a button, and you can schedule them. You can launch them later. It'll send you reminders on Instagram when to launch them, because on Instagram, you have to actually go to Instagram and launch them. Instagram is very, very tricky, but it's tricky for a reason, and it's tricky because it can be very, very worth it in the end for you. So those are two super important or I wouldn't say important. Those are two really good recommendations that I have for you to go out and explore. Again, if you have any questions, Amanda@tripdelivers.com, and I'm happy to kind of walk you through those. This is going to go a lot quicker because we're not going to have any questions. But so the last thing I wanted to share with you today, I didn't really want to overwhelm you today because these are some core things I needed to be very to the point that I need you guys to do on Instagram. Always make sure when you post anything, whatever you post, when you're creating your dialogue in your post, always tag @TripDelivers in them, because that's going to automatically share that on our page. It's going to bring our audience attention, vice versa. That way we can like it, we can feature it on our stories. So also do the same thing with your restaurants, with your cities, with everywhere you are. Tag as many people in them as you can, because if you tag somebody that has 1,500 followers, then those followers are then going to be exposed to the relevant posts that you have tagged them in. Now, you don't just go posting and tagging people willy-nilly. Let's make sure that they are relevant, that you're not going to be off-putting to anybody. But if it's a restaurant that you want to join Trip Delivers, say you're in Nashville and you want Panera Bread in Nashville, just an example, to be one of our members of our lineup, just say at Panera Bread, @Trip Delivers wants to partner with you. And that way you're putting the Trip Delivers platform on their spectrum, and they're really seeing what we're about, and then they can in turn kind of start following us. But it really puts us on their radar and you on their radar as well. Also get creative with your hashtags. We have a few simple hashtags that we put on every Trip Delivers post that we do. It's of course at #TripDelivers, or #GoingPlacesDoingGood, then #Nashville, because we are going to be live in Nashville. That's going to be our first market. But just make sure to do all of those relevant things. You can also hashtag everybody that you tag. So I know there's a different, the @ is what tags people. The hashtag also tags them, but in a different way. So when you use a hashtag, you are going to be adding to posts. When people search for Nashville, you're going to be, or for example, or Trip Delivers or whatever, when they search for that particular hashtag, it's going to pull up your post in with all of the other posts that have also used the same hashtag. And that's how things start to trend. And by trend, I mean they start becoming really popular. They start being exposed and getting exposure to a bunch of different people that maybe aren't even searching that. So really, it's important to get creative with your hashtag. Research is always helpful. Creativity is best. And of course, always let your personality shine through. I've started to see a couple of you that are now doing what I suggested last week and taking selfies with the restaurant owners and employees that you guys are signing up. I love that. Those are going to be featured this week. I'd love to see more and more of those. We're going to be doing a submission next week. I'm going to ask you guys to start making videos and typing a little blurb for me, because we want to start featuring you guys in the different restaurants that you're passionate about in your area. So there's a lot of upcoming opportunities for you guys to be very involved and featured on all of our different social media platforms. So please, please, please follow this advice. Please reach out again, Amanda @TripDelivers, if you have any questions. And we are here to help. I can't thank you enough. We have actually seen some amazing growth this week. Our followers are up, our post tagging and sharing is up, and that's all because of you guys, and you're really getting involved. So if we can get you guys involved on all platforms, it's going to be so beneficial to everybody involved. So again, if you have any questions, Amanda @TripDelivers.com.
There's a question over here on YouTube.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there's some people on YouTube.
Okay, great. Awesome.
Rodney Bush is in Nashville.
Hey, Rodney.
And he's asking, is it @Panera Bread, no spaces, right?
So there's no spaces when you hashtag or tag somebody, because it's all going to pull it up. So yeah, don't worry about any spaces, and it doesn't have to be Panera Bread. That was just generic. So wherever it is you're wanting to tag, yes, it's and then just their name, no hashtag or no spaces. It'll pull it up automatically.
Okay, cool. That's the only one I see over here.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys that are on YouTube being super diligent. It's really, really paying off. I know that maybe some of you have noticed a little bit, we're not tagging you guys personally when you sign up a restaurant anymore. That is not because we don't appreciate you or don't want to give you credit. It's because we're trying to transition, since we are actually having live markets that are about to happen. We want to make it look as much like a business page as possible. So please don't take that personally. It's not, again, that we don't want to give you your shout outs or we don't agree with you, or I mean, appreciate you. I'm sorry. And that sometimes I won't be just using your first name in that. It's just, we don't want to do it as a shout out so much anymore. We just want to feature that restaurant and, again, make it look as polished and professional as possible. So keep up the good work. There are so many restaurants coming through, and I'm really trying to space them out, if you guys notice. So if it takes a little bit longer to feature your restaurant, just be patient with me. I can't post 8 things a day because that messes up the algorithm. It has to be, you know, a good mix of maybe 1 or 2 restaurants a day, 1 or 2 videos that are created. So it's really got to be a good balance to get our analytics and our coverage and our audience to right where we want it. So again, don't give up on it. Don't take it personally. It is what's best for everybody. And I promise I'm working very hard to make sure it's done just right. Is there any other questions, Amy?
No, Koyette said great training.
Thanks, girl.
Yeah, Koyette is in Toronto. It's a guy. He's got really
Oh
great.
gosh, I'm so sorry. I can't see your faces. This is why I need to see all of your faces and your tags and your posts so I know who it is.
And Rodney Bush just said hashtag best training, hashtag best staff, hashtag food delivery.
Thanks, Rodney. You guys, you are awesome. I really appreciate you. I see all of your stuff. I try to like it all, and you're doing a really, really great job. So keep that up, and please, please, please do not hesitate to reach out if you guys want or need anything. Okay, well, we will not be, next week, we're gonna have to put pause on this because I actually have a thing I'm doing with my family. We'll be in Hot Springs, but I'm gonna try to take some really cool videos while I'm downtown Hot Springs and feature some of the places, and maybe sign up a couple of restaurants for myself when I'm down there, and really give you guys a perfect example of, well, I say perfect, probably not perfect. I'm super goofy, so it's never perfect, but an example of the videos we'd like to see you guys doing and featuring in the cities that you live in and love. And I'm going to do one in Fort Worth this next week. So super excited to start being able to feature you guys and see all your creativity shine through in these videos you can make for us. Last chance for any questions, and then I'm going to peace out for the day.
Deborah just said, love it, keep it coming. And William Mathis said, have a good week.
Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Deborah. Thanks, William. I appreciate you guys. Have a good week as well. And we will see you guys 2 weeks from today.
Bye.